Hello everybody and welcome back to Pokemon 30 Years. In the last episode when we left off, I believe a lot of things died. And in this episode, a lot of things, well, are still dead, but we've got a new team. So let's take a quick look at what we have here. We've got Gallet with Tackle, Bite, Absorb, and Razor Leaf. Clara with Roll Out, finally, but then I realized that locks me in, so I probably don't want to do that. Stomp, Milk Drink, which we're probably going to get rid of soon because it's not actually that good of a move. And Rock Smash, Bith with Pound, Amber, Smokescreen, and Fire Spin. Twitter, which actually at level 22 evolved into a Swallow. I didn't expect that. It happened though. With Pack, Quick Attack, Wing Attack, and Double Team. And then we've got Snowball with Ice Ball. Snowball with Ice Ball. That's going to be confusing. Which is like Ice type rollout. Not going to be using that too much probably. Powder Snow, Body Slam, and Water Gun. And then, oh, we also have Sparky. I kind of forgot about that. With Tackle, Self-Destruct, Takedown, and Abide, it's probably just going to sit back in the team and just be a emergency bomb. That's pretty much what it is at this point in the series. It's an emergency bomb. We're going to go through these routes today and hopefully take on the upcoming gym fight as well. There is a wild encounter in here which is not going to be particularly great for me. That being said, the grinding was amazing because this Electivire just takes care of business. It's kind of ridiculous, honestly, how good this Electivire is as a partner Pokemon. And then, obviously, after every single battle, you do get automatically healed. And seeing as how I'm now level 22 throughout my entire team, we're probably going to sweep through this forest rather easily. That being said, the people that usually have Abras, the ones with hidden power in this forest, they always kill me. They always kill one of my Pokemon every time I play Pokemon Platinum, and I am not okay with it. Please stop doing that. So maybe that'll happen today as well. I'll probably be switching out my Pokemon a little bit when like Gallup reaches level 23. I'll probably switch into somebody else to get level 23, and then based on typings as well, obviously I'll be switching out. But I don't want to overlevel just... That's one step! The actual... Anyway, so Teddiursa is now also an emote in my Discord, which... That's a long and weird story, and honestly, by the time this goes up, I think the monetization will have been enabled, which means that it might also be an emote on YouTube? Question mark? I don't know how that works exactly yet, but and it also only works in live streams and premieres. I really don't like the way YouTube like does its membership perks, because the emotes you get for becoming a member of a channel only work on that channel. And only in live streams, and I think premieres, right? So that's kind of useless. I understand that unlike Twitch, where you can use them in any other chat, you can't use them in other channels, but at least allow them to be used in the comment section of the videos of that specific channel. It doesn't do that, I don't think. So, long story short, I had an encounter with I'm just gonna say... Alright, it's half of this double battle is not my Pokemon, so if Electivire ends up dying, that's not my problem. So I had an encounter with a Teddiursa and a Dialga, and I posted a screenshot of that in the Discord channel saying, I always run into these legendary Pokemon when I can't catch them. It's kind of ridiculous, honestly. And somebody, I don't remember who, I'm sorry, but somebody said, that Teddiursa looked like, this is not my mom, I should get out of here. And that made me laugh. More than it should have, maybe, but that made me laugh quite a lot. So I got a PNG of the Teddiursa sprite from this game, and now it's an emote in my Discord channels, which at first it was lost, because he looked very lost, but then like a day later I realized, it should probably be more about like how it can be used in reference to me than in reference to the Teddiursa itself, so I changed it to underprepared. Because that describes me a lot better than lost. I don't get lost a lot, unless I'm in like the Sales Scout building in Generation 1, because I always get lost in there. But I'm also underprepared most of the time, not as much lost. Also, I love Electivire. Electivire and me, we're good buddies by now. I'm gonna have to say bye to Electivire by the end of this. For some reason, I thought that you have an Abra. Okay, I don't know why I'm so scared of Abra. This is not a Abra with like a very powerful hidden power like I always encounter in here. You're fine, you're dead. For some reason I thought that said Arbok, and I was like, Arbok. I don't really have anything for that, I don't think. It's an Abra. I don't know how I confused the two of them, okay? I have no idea. I'm also starting to think that this would have been a lot more fun if the items were also randomized. Am I going to keep doing... These are the people who usually have Abra with hidden power. These are usually a huge problem for me. Let's switch Groddle out for... I don't know, let's go into Twitter. Twitter is an evolved Pokemon now, a fully evolved Pokemon, technically speaking. So, should be able to deal with pretty much anything as long as it's not an Ice type, or an Electric type, or a Rock type. Or like an Acreus. Or a Rayquaza. Or... It's a Togepi and a Poochyena. I'll be fine. I feel like I'll be fine. Another reason that I oftentimes end up dying to these specific trainers, I think, is because I always grind after the Eternal Forest rather than before it. So now that I've done the grinding beforehand, I'll probably have less issues with the forest and the trainers itself. That is my rough prediction, at any rate. Looking at the time in this episode, by the way, it's going to be very unlikely that we actually take on the gym, because the episodes will be between 20 and 30 minutes every time, and usually I don't mind going over a little bit to like 40 minutes, but as I talked about like 2 or 3 episodes ago at this point, I think, I'm recording the face cam internally in the camera and with the HDMI cable in OBS. So I am limited to a maximum of 30 minutes because after that my face cam just dies. So the episodes will be closer to 20 or so minutes, and we're already 8 minutes into the recording. So I don't see myself making it out of this forest and then through the entirety of the gym before 20 minutes. I can't see that happening. I can see... I didn't run into a single Rapidash, I don't think, during my grinding. I ran into a crap ton of Dialgas, which is really good because they gave a lot of experience, and Electrify has low kick, which is super effective against them. But I didn't run into a single Rapidash, I don't think, and that's 2 Teddiursa. They don't give a lot of experience, if you were wondering for some reason. They do in fact not. Which balances out because we also had a lot of Dialga. I haven't run into any Dialga yet, and now it seems like I'm just making up stories. I swear to you, there's wild Dialga in this grass. It sounds really insane, it sounds really crazy. I'm not crazy. If I were, I wouldn't know. That's the thing, right? You have a Sceptile. You have a Sceptile. I was scared for a moment there. Then I realized I have a Swallow. Then I realized it's also level 11. Let's murder this Sceptile. This is gonna one-shot. I'm twice your level. And it's super effective, and it's stab. And bye-bye Sceptile. I don't like Sceptile. Have I talked about this before? I really like Trico. I very much like Grovyle. Grovyle's probably my favorite stage of any 3rd gen starter. So that is the entire line for all 3. So that's out of the 9 versions of starter stages we have, Grovyle probably is my favorite. That being said, Blaziken is a close second. So maybe depending on the mood, you catch me in. I could say Blaziken rather than Grovyle. But they're very close together. I don't like anything in the Swampert line other than Mudkip. I don't like Marshtomp. I don't like Swampert. I'm very sorry. I especially do not like Mega Swampert. That thing shouldn't exist. It just should not exist. That was kind of pathetic. Talking about ice types. That's talking about pathetic. I'm going to switch my lead Pokemon after this battle though. I'm taking on a couple of extra trainers here where I don't need to, just because otherwise this episode is not going to have any content in it. I will have the opportunity to catch 2 more Pokemon once we get to Eterna City, but that'll be in a moment and not right now. And I'll probably need to get some money for some Pokeballs anyway. Maybe I can finally get Great Balls. I'm not recording this at night, and I said every time I'm going to be catching Pokemon. I probably should be recording at night because of Dusk Balls, but I don't think I can get Dusk Balls yet anyway. Sorry for the speed button thing there. So I don't think that'll be a huge issue. It might be though, depending on what we run into, question mark. Also, I think the first time our first encounter was a Trico and a Mudkip, right? I don't think I've run into any Mudkip. You can't write that. You can't write that. That's I'm not gonna fight you guys, but that's hysteric. I legitimately don't think I've run into any Mudkip during my grinding. It must be a very low percentage chance encounter, because that being said, I ran into a lot of Dialga. It might just be that specific patch of grass. I did the grinding in the patch of grass with the Mustone close to it. It might just be that patch of grass, which has like different encounters. Could be, I don't know, maybe. Would make a certain amount of sense for like... Because if you are in that patch of grass, that's also where Eevee evolves into Leafeon. So like programming wise, Soothe Bell, that'll actually be not that useful for me right away. But maybe if something on my team dies and I need to replace it with a Friendship Evolution, it could become somewhat useful. Maybe a little bit. Oh, after the next gym, we can also go into the Old Chateau and also fight these trainers if I wanted to, and get a Pokemon there. And technically speaking, we get an egg in Eterna City, which would be our encounter for Eterna City. Not until after the gym fight, granted. But technically speaking, we can get a Pokemon here. And in the theft log, I was thinking, I remember in my last time doing this, I also got another Pokemon here and I wasn't sure whether or not to count the egg. In my theft log, obviously, I got a Pokemon from the gym leader here and then also the egg. So I didn't want to count the egg back then. But we're not doing that right now because we're not doing a theft log. So we can just take the egg. Also, take as many Pokeballs as humanly possible, which, let's just like buy 15. 15 seems like a good number. That's what? 3,000, that's a half hour. Potions! Need potions. How many potions do I have? I've got 5 in the bag, so let's get 5 more. That should be enough to get us through any battle. And you know what? I see that they sell super potions as well. Let's just spend the rest of our money on super potions. Just in case we end up needing some like major healing mid-battle. Having a super potion probably will be helpful. We've got about like between 5 and 10 more minutes to fill in this episode at the very least. So we'll speed through this part because nobody cares about this, and then we'll go do the captures at, I don't know what the route number is, but then also Mount Cornet, which, yes, that means that all the other places where you can also go into Mount Cornet, which, yeah, do have different catch lists. I'm not going to be catching Pokemon in there because I already have like a lot of Pokemon backed up in the box. And that would allow for a frankly ridiculous amount of encounters. So I'm not going to count any like pinwheel claws type of rules. Route 211, our encounter is going to be a Dupe's Claws. A better version of a Dupe's Claws we already have, which is a little upsetting. A Dupe's Claws. We might actually have to go down to the water and get one with surf or a fishing rod whenever we get around to. Oh, Misa, like that! Don't murder me for referencing Jar Jar Binks. I really like that. Lucario, you are probably going to be difficult to catch. I am aware of that. But man, if I can catch you, I'll be so happy. Because you are one powerful dude. That's exactly what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. Do you have a fighting type move yet? If you don't, Clara is the best thing to go into. You had the Tact, Metal Claw, I think that was Bullet Punch. If you already have Bullet Punch at level 14, that would be amazing, by the way. Let's go into Gallet. Just because Gallop will probably be able to do a little bit of damage on top of... Let's absorb. I don't want to deal too much damage. That's Force Palm. It's a really, really good thing that I didn't go into Clara. Because Clara would probably have died from that. Let's try throwing a ball. You know, you're special enough. We can use a Premier Ball on you. It literally doesn't have any different catch rate modifiers, but one. Just one. Okay, this is gonna be a thing. This is gonna be a real thing. And this is gonna get difficult. I guess I can tackle because it's oh my god! Fucking critical hits! Shit! I probably have to fight it. Fucking. I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna Ice Ball. Fuck everything. I'm gonna Ice Ball. You're not gonna do anything against me. What's your next Pokemon? Is it also weak to ice? Let it be weak to ice. It's weak to ice. I'm also weak to it. But it only poisoned me, so who gives a shit? I'm annoyed, can you tell? That was really, really annoying. I would have loved a Lucario, and I would have gotten it if it wasn't for that critical hit. You can't blame that on me. I was selecting specifically a move that was resisted. Please, just for the love of God, run into a Pokemon. What is the encounter rate? Thank you. I haven't had a Mudkip yet, have I? No, I haven't, because obviously we encountered a Mudkip in... I literally just said how much I do not like Marshtomp. We're getting this Marshtomp. I don't know how else to break this news to you. I don't like its design. And its typing isn't particularly the best as a Swampert, being ground and water. It could be worse, could be better. Actually, it's a pretty decent typing, it's just not very unique. Actually, I think there's only the Quagsire line also has that typing, so it's pretty... I don't want to say unique, it's not overused, it's not often used, even. I'd go as far as to say that. This might actually kill the Marshtomp, which I hope it doesn't. That is actually perfect. That is actually perfect. You know what's less perfect? Not having a fucking Lucario. Oh my god, you're gonna be difficult, aren't you? You just stop being difficult. I've had enough stress for today. I've had enough heartache. You stay in that goddamn sphere. You're gonna be my new slave, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's like kind of the entire concept of slavery, is that you do not have a choice in the matter. Don't make me kill you. Don't make me waste 25 balls on your sorry ass. Also, I didn't give Baltoy a nickname. Somebody pointed out in my Discord comment section. I don't remember. I'll get to that between episodes. I've wasted over 10 Pokeballs at you right now. If you don't stay in the next... Thank you! Wasn't so difficult now, was it? What am I going to call you? I'm going to call you Spike. Because I'm not creative right now. I'm mostly annoyed. And you have spikes on your cheeks. So, and Spike is almost a name. Look. People give their kids stupider names than I gave my Marshtomp. So, I think we're all clear. People give their kids really, really stupid names, okay? So I'm allowed to give a stupid name to a Pokemon. This is just literally ones and zeros on my computer. I'll be fine. People give actual human beings, and that is... I think that's the Ag. I'll be hatching that off screen, if we get it here. because, again, the face cam thing, otherwise... Actually, I've got like 10 minutes. I probably can... Oh, it's HMO1. Never mind. Do you also give me the egg right now? You might. You don't. You give me the egg when I go get the bike, I'm pretty sure. I think that's how that works. So, that is the end of this episode. If I were to get the egg right now, I probably do have enough time to with... I've got flame body. I've got flame body actually on magma, so the egg hatching will go much quicker, twice as fast, I think. So I probably have enough time to run back and forth in Eternal City to make it hatch. So let's just go check out if Cynthia gives us... I didn't think so. We only got that after rescuing the bike shop owner. So today's going to be a bit of a shorter episode. Next episode, we're taking on the gym. But for right now, that's going to do it for us today. Until the next time, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I don't know why I fell back into that. I'm a vlogger. You've been awesome. As always, bye.